What a disgrace. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. Yul Edochie, due to what he does, is an actor, a director. Even though he's not a blockbuster actor or director, even though he has not been seen on Netflix, Amazon Prime, and many other streaming platforms, A-list streaming platform, Yul Edochie, somehow he still enjoys, I'm not saying now, back then, he still enjoyed that party life with these famous people. You see, most of these famous people, all they need to do is to invite the likes of, Yul Edochie and many others to their party. They know that these actors and actresses will willingly post pictures of this event, of this party. And by so doing, they will advertise themselves, their products. Well, as it is, Yul Edochie thought he was still that hero. He thought he was still that hero, that honorable person, that personality that rich guys, business people will want around him. Unfortunately, he was bounced, disgraced by Obi Cubana and his security details. They chased both himself and Judy Austin, Judy Balabala, Enugu bag of rice. They cut them out, pushed them out, removed them from their party. Obi Cubana does not necessarily need to come and start shouting and telling you and Judy Austin to leave his party. That would be too cheeky. That would be too broke for him to do. He has security guards, and these security guards, they have, this bouncer, they have names of those that have been invited. But Yul Edochie, thinking that they are still friends, thinking that they are all in it together, like, oh, they said Obi Cubana is throwing this party. Oh, let me just come like I often would do. And he will even apologize and say, oh, sorry that I didn't send you the invite. I'm so sorry. In fact, look at your invite. It's just that, oh, it's okay. That kind of thing. That is what he thought. He thought he still has that image. Unfortunately, most wives of these guys have won their husband. There, honey, I know you can be involved in one thing or the other out there. I'm not saying you are a saint, but do me a favor. Avoid Yul Edochie, because I do not want this drama to happen in my home. Nobody wants that kind of thing. Like, imagine Obi Cubana will now leave his wife and now move down to one Mbeke, one woman who has gone through like 3 marriages with different children here and there. It's crazy. You'll be wondering. And when you compare Obi Cubana's wife with that woman, just imagine Obi Cubana just decide to now settle with a woman who is selling fish by the roadside. Not to just empower the woman. That's not a big thing. That's not a bad thing. To empower the woman, lift her up, but this time around, move down to the woman's house because you have been chased from your own by the court. You know how horrible that looks like. Exactly. So those women don't want such a shame. They instructed their husband, told their husband, begged their husband not to in any way associate with Yul Edochie. Yul Edochie knows that important people have left him. They no longer pick his calls. They give him excuses whenever he calls them to say hello. They give him excuses of not meeting with him. This Judy Balabala, she is really a bad news to a lot of people. But I wouldn't blame her alone. I also blame Yul Edochie, because his greediness, his greed, his selfishness brought him to where he is right now. Imagine he was bounced out. Now, let us go back a little bit to what happened to Mr. Obasi. Obasi is the last man that Judy Austin left. And that man was ruined. He had only one shop left. A man that had multiple shops. That is the reason why Judy Austin clinched that man. They thought that their family thought by so doing she will upgrade her finance. But unfortunately, the spirit that is inside of her does not permit progress. Imagine the dream she shared one time online with Yul Edochie. She said she saw herself coming down from an aircraft. And Yul Edochie, in his magnanimous stupidity, in his great stupidity, started saying, wow, that's a good dream. It means that you will become president. And I'm like, seriously? Like, seriously? Seriously? This is what I call generous stupidity, magnanimous stupidity, foolishness. He said this kind of thing, and I'm like, no, this is a dream of demotion. And I looked at comments. People who have eyes, people who have deep understanding, they say, no, this is a dream of demotion. When you are getting inside, not disembarking, embarking on an aircraft, and it lifts you, it means you are changing location, changing position, you are moving to the next level. That is what it is. But when you are coming down, you know what it is. So this woman already shared to Yul Edochie that, look, this is what I am saying, hoping that Yul Edochie was going to see. Yul Edochie did not see, and this, she did it for us to know that Yul Edochie has been locked down. And truly, Yul Edochie was locked down, is being locked down. That is why he was bounced from Obi Cubana's party. They bounced him. They already instructed the security. Look, we know, of course, you know that there are certain parties that maybe the host of the party probably forgot, maybe they thought you are not around, you are busy or something, or you just keep their mind or something, and your name is not on the list of the invitees. And you, being that you are friends with that person or whatever it is, you said, okay, let me forgive him for not inviting me. I will still crash that party, and definitely he will apologize to me. That is what Yul Edochie thought, thinking that he was still a human being in that circle to be reckoned with. But unfortunately, he is nobody to them anymore. He is like a bad market. They don't want to associate with him. They do not want it, because who you were with is who they know. Obi Cubana knows you and me. And never, never, ever, I say again, never, ever with Judy Austin. For Judy Austin to come to that party is bad luck. They don't want her to come and drop some, anti-progressive aura in that particular location. They don't want their businesses to start falling, and they don't want her to cast this. They don't want him to rub this off on them. They don't want none of this negative energy. That is why he was bounced out. Both of them. Imagine, look at them dressed. Judy Austin dressed like a normal maternity girl, and you know what she does? Maternity girl step in. Yul Edochie feeling like he's the king. You know what I mean? Just imagine both of them. They would have posted the video after returning from the party. They would have put that on social media like, we were at. They would have said one or two things, you know what I mean, to show people that they are on track. And people said the reason why Judy Austin came closer to Yul Edochie was not to make his life better, but it was for her to try to see how she can penetrate some of these guys. But most of these guys, the core, foundation, the power behind what they have and how they are maintaining it is not child's play. It's not child's play. So they will not fall like Yul Edochie. No. You see, there is a difference between having fame and having money. Yes, there's a difference. You can be famous and broke. But some people will say it is better that they are rich and not famous. Why? Because the wisest man said, money answereth all things. But money can help you when you are unhappy. Get it right. Money, they say, cannot make you happy. Well, it depends on what you call happiness. But money helps you to be happy when you are hit with sadness. Money helps. That is what it does. So forget that narrative of money is not everything. They say the love of money, meaning if you can keep money when your children are sick, if you can worship money so much when you are feeling bad and you need that money to make you better, when you know that this car that you're driving is always, breaking down on the road, and you have a lot of cash to buy a new one and just get rid of that one, and you refuse, it means you love money. It will be what? They say the love of money, what? Is the what? Root of all evil. It means you will have evil in your life. Money answereth all things. That is what the wisest man. Nobody has ever been, awarded or given that wiseness like Solomon. Money answereth all things. It answereth all things. It helps when you have problems. They say the rich also cry. Yes, but their tears is not like that of the poor. Yes, we are all human beings. We all feel pain. We all have that. But money helps them to assuage it. Helps them, manages it. At least it solves some things that they would have been crying about. Some people might say, let me eat my piece of bread in peace than have a whole bowl of pizza and, juice and all of that in pain. It is true. It is true. In peace, in poverty, in peace. Peace is very important. And that is what is missing in the life of Yul Edochie right now. What are your thoughts about this one? Like and share, subscribe to this channel. See you in the next update.